How do you like what you've seen from everybody 4 days in?
Good. 4 days. The energy's been good. A lot of young guys, showing, willingness to go out there and take coaching and get better. And that's really what I'm looking for is who can step up. Which one of the young guys will step up and be able to play for us. And then also from the older guys, the guys that we know can do it, which one of those guys are going to be leaders and get out of their comfort zone and take a leadership role. That's what we're looking for.
Saw Hal Northern with the second team today. What's his spring been like?
Good. I mean, I think there's a big, there's a growing process for him right now to learn the speed of the game, and I think that's why having spring practice and getting him in early is so critical. That way, when we go start fall camp, you don't have to go through this because he's already done 15 days of practice. So I think that's why spring practice is critical.
What have been your first impressions of Matt Corral, quarterback?
Good. I think maybe a little bit inconsistent through 4 days, but he should still be in high school. So I think for him to go out there and be running with the twos, he's made some really, really good plays. He noticed a corner hammer, which is really good for a young kid, and has made some really good throws. So I just think him being a freshman, I think a lot of it too is install and. You're putting in a bunch of new stuff on them, so I think just there's a learning process there.
You mentioned his arm strength before spring. Just what's it been like watching it live?
Good. I mean, he's talented. Yeah. I mean, he can make all the throws. And he's got plenty of arm strength. I think just being consistent and being accurate. I think is important.
Is it too early to see anything tangible from the linebacker group yet?
I think so. I just think they're eager. I've been impressed with how much they've been hanging around the complex and. I think just eager to learn. I think they know that everybody is watching them and seeing their development. And I think they got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I like that about the group right now. And they're really working to try to get better. So I think they are making progress. Maybe a little too early to tell, but I think they are making some progress.
With Dietrich and Willie running first team,
They are.
Yeah, if that holds, Matt, are they as fast as you need there? Can you cover as much ground?
Yeah, you know what? I think we try to get some guys. We need some size in the box, even if we have to lose a little speed there, just to be physical in there. So, like I said, there's a lot of competition. Momo is coming on pretty strong. So, I've been pleased with what he's done so far.
I know it's only been 4 days. Has anything surprised you at all through the early portion of the spring?
Probably the biggest surprise to me has been our two backs, Scotty Phillips and Isaiah Woolard. To me, they've really flashed in the first 4 days. Those guys I've been like, man, they've hit a couple of creases, and I've been very impressed with them. And then a couple of young linemen, Ben Brown and Royce Newman, have really looked. They haven't looked out of place out there. They look like they belong, and so I've been pleased with that.
What's the emphasis for Greg Little this spring?
I've challenged him to make everybody else around him better. Don't just be satisfied with being a good player, but take a leadership role, get out of your comfort zone, and make everybody else around you better, and try to take a leadership role.
It seems like his body type, his weight has kind of changed throughout the past couple of years. Has he taken another step in that regard?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a learning process of getting your body to the most efficient weight that you can, and I think he's found what he's comfortable with. Came in maybe a little heavy, then got maybe lost it all. Then Coach Jackson's done a good job of building back up, so he's got good weight on right now, and I think he's right where he needs to be.
I know Armani missed Saturday's practice, but what have you seen from him at running back?
Saturday was the first day in pads, yeah. and he was sick. So today I'm anxious to get in there and watch the tape and see how he did. We had a blitz pickup. We had to pick up some linebackers. Then we had a live team run that I'm really anxious to go watch and see how he did today.
Matt, you guys have spring break coming up. Do you worry about retention? I mean, with that period of time off right smack dab in the middle of spring practice?
You know what? I mean, a little bit, but I think it's all so fresh in their mind right now that we'll come back and we'll be done with install. Then we'll just be reviewing basically for the rest of the spring, going back over it. So, I think you always worry about it a little bit, but I mean, it's just something that you have to do.
Has it been a little easier spring since both systems are kind of in?
Absolutely. Way there's just a lot of retention and a lot of, kind of your day one install was probably 3 days worth of install last spring, just because there's so much carryover. And I think that's good. I think anytime you could have carryover, it's always a positive.
How much do you work with the offensive line still, even?
During individual, probably 3 or 4 periods just so we can split the lines up. But besides that, not much other than the individual periods.
Phil talked Saturday about just the relief that he feels and senses among the players with the NCAA stuff being behind now, for the most part. What's your take on that? Do you sense a lot of relief?
Well, I don't know if relief is the word, but just there's no uncertainty. I mean, there was a cloud of uncertainty. I think that's what everybody was sensing. It was just a feeling of what's going to happen. But now there's no uncertainty. It's full steam ahead, move forward, and and I think it's been a real positive vibe around this building.
Thank you, brother.